All right, Kevin, what's book or educational resource have you recommended the most over the past, couple of years?
Well, there is a guru out there. Okay, believe it or not, there's a guru out there. I got the benefit of working with him at Sonosite, and I'd say he's the guy that I've learned the most from, although throughout my life, I've been a very, very active reader, but not recently. I stopped reading in the last 5 or 10 years because there's too much written. A lot of it lacks the depth necessary of the experience. Ram Charan, who was at once a Harvard PhD, who bumped into Jack Welch in the day, and Welch recruited him to come in and do strategic planning at GE back in the heyday of the Welch era, taught me how to really think critically and be penetrative in my thinking. And to me, that is the most important thing in any management endeavor, really life endeavor. But when you're doing what I do, is really being able to penetrate issues. And that was and is his great skill. So he consults for governments, Fortune 500s, and even small companies. He used to come out and consult for us at my company at Sonosite, and fantastic. But to me, critical thinking is the big missing ingredient in American education. Meaning, which is essentially what Ram teaches, which is to be really penetrative in your thinking and get to the salt, get to the real pure DNA of a situation.
Right. Is there like one example that you can share, like one kind of like, I guess, part of that critical thinking that you've learned from him that could help like me or someone else, better understand?
Yeah, because what happens in companies is that you get people together. There's variations in critical thinking in a group. Okay, someone's got to be the person that says, no, we need to drill deeper. Otherwise, what happens is you get a lot of movement and spending and activity in a company based on distorted and incomplete understanding. That is a big risk. That's how companies get misguided, is they're living in a semi-false reality, right? And then there's also the fixation on data. Data is great, but you got to have understanding, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say that's the biggest thing I've learned in my career, is that you can get wasting a lot of time, money, and creating a risk for yourself. It doesn't have to create it by having a group lack the necessary leadership of really thinking critically, what is really going on here? What is really true? What is really needed?
Yeah. Got it.
People in business have a lot of opinions, where America is the great opinionated society when it comes to management.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Good. Very, very good point. And I guess for those listening that have made it this far, this is what I'm hearing from Kevin. One is making sure your inputs are actually true, right, and accurate and correct and thorough. And then once you've got that established, making sure there's kind of alignment on what truly needs to be solved, and making sure that you're going deep enough there.
Right.
Yeah. So good stuff.